Hello, Magic the Gathering players. It's Andatish Ordo. Today I'm going to be doing a preview more Rivals of Ixalan spoilers that came out January 2nd. And I will check at the end of the video to see if any more popped up since the starting of the video. So let's begin. We got Dead Man's Chest. Dead Man Tail, no tails. Oh, anyways. I don't know, since this came out, we've also had, earlier this year, we had Pirates of the Caribbean 5 come out. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Good movie. But anyways, this is a really cool enchantment, for sure. Enchanted creature an opponent controls, when an enchanted creature dies, exile cards equal to its power from their library. Then you cast a non-land card from among them. As long as they remain exiled, you may spend mana for any color to cast those spells, and it's great. So if you have a turn 3, spell that can kill an opponent's, say Tarmogoyf. Like you have Fatal Push. All you have to do, like for modern, all you have to do is put this on Tarmogoyf. It's already like a 4 or 5 or 3. If it's like 2 to 5 or something on power, you put this on it, then you Fatal Push it. You're like, okay, I got the next few cards. And it also says you may cast non-land cards. Unfortunately, you can't play any lands. It would be kind of nice if you could be like, thank you for a land. Oh man, didn't draw my land card this turn. Thank you for your land. But this is still a really good card. Of course, if they added the land effect, it'd probably cost 1 more mana to, enchant the creature. But still, like, the power of this card is interesting. We'll definitely see it for sure in Modern. I'm sure Saffron Olive from Goldfish, I don't remember the name, Goldfish, MTG Goldfish. He'll probably do against the odds of this card. And honestly, I hope he does it for Modern than Standard. Because Modern also has, like he could... because it has to die, so you could do a red-black version of this deck. You bolt the creatures, and you're getting the top 2 or 3 cards. Yeah, you may get some lands, but if they were short on lands, you take the top 3, their lands, and then for the next 4 turns, they don't have any lands. Kind of, helps, but at the same time, it go either way. But being able to cast their removal, cast their counter spells, cast their, it's phenomenal. Sky Marcher, Aspirant, 1 mana 2/1, has flying as long as it's ascended. I kind of get the pun there. It's ascended into the air. Anyways, Pirate Pillage, 4 mana. As you discard a card, and it costs 4 mana and a discard of a card. And you draw 2 cards, and you create 2 treasure tokens. It's a simple little. It's a red card though. That's a really powerful, red card. Granted, I kind of wish it was, 1 mana less. But, it still works. You get 2 mana out of it, in a sense. So, it actually balances out. So, if you have a 2-drop spell and you still want to play this, you play this, then you play the 2-drop spell by, sacrifice the treasures. Or you have the treasures for later on. Swift Guardian, 3 mana, 3/3 flash. And then you could give a Merfolk hexproof until end of turn. That's kind of basic, but it's still cool. It still works. It's to the point we might actually see just mono green Merfolk decks probably pop up. If they keep going this way, we'll see green Merfolk decks. It's like, we don't need blue, we'll just go green, straight green. It's a try, especially in Modern, it's a try. Or it's a splash of blue for a couple of the lords, so... World Shaper, 4 mana 3/3. Attacks, you may put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. When it dies, put all land cards from your graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. Whoa! Whoa! If your strategy is built by ramping a different way, here is a different way. So, we'll see what format that really pops up in. Itali, Primal Storm, 6 mana 6/6. This is the red legendary dinosaur. When it attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. You may cast any number of non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Whoa! That's definitely... Any deck that was like running, at least in Modern, Inferno Titan, this is a card to have. Once you attack, you could exile each player. So you can take the top 2 cards and you can cast them. Yeah, that's nice. Sweet. That's a good card. There's a lot of good cards out of this set. Okay, so we got the Hutali Radiant Champion, 4 mana, 3 loyalty Planeswalker. Put a loyalty counter on it for each creature you control. We have another Planeswalker similar to that. -1, target creature is plus X, where X is the number of creatures you control. So this is definitely a, like, if Modern can, I don't know if Standard can do it, but if Modern can do it, I know Modern can. You're making a green-white or a green-white-black, or at least splash green for this card. Tokens deck, this would actually work really well. You play at -1 pump. You have like 5 1/1 flyers out. Plump one of them to 6/6 and swing. It works. Its ultimate is you get an emblem. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Nice. That's a pretty good one. That's a really good one. So Admiral's Orders, 3 mana, raid. So this is a counter spell, but if you attacked with a creature this turn, you may pay blue rather than pay its mana cost. So if you attacked with, so you go to the attack phase and then they go to remove, you just pay 1 blue to just get rid of it instead of 3. It's not bad. I don't know. We'll see how that one runs out, but it's pretty. Most of the time, it's just a 3 mana spell. Oh boy, I don't like these. I wish Mythic Spoiler. Come on, Select. Would actually already put them in English. It'd be kind of nice. 1 in a red, 1/1. Whenever it attacks, you may pay X in red. If you do create 1/1 X 1/1 elementals tapped and attacking, and then they're exiled at the beginning of the next end steps. So unless you have City's Blessing. So if you have City's Blessing, you can keep producing tokens and tokens and tokens attacking. So it's a really good card. Will it be viable in Modern? We'll see. Commander? Oh yeah. Standard? It'll definitely pop up in Standard. Induce Amnesia, 3 mana, enchantment. Enters battlefield, target player exiles all cards from his or her hand face down, then draws that many cards. When this is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return the exiled cards to their owner's hand. So this could also target yourself. It looks like Jace. That's Jace, yeah. Looks like you can target yourself. Exiles all cards from his hand face down, then draws that many. So then all you have to do is drop a removal, after a few turns, and then you get those exiled cards back. So that's always nice. Legion Lieutenant, 2 mana 2/2 Lord, not much. We got a Vampire Lord down the road. We got also the Merfolk Lord. I just hate that Merfolk gets so many 2 mana Lords. I just personally hate it. I don't like Merfolk as much. To be honest, I'd be on the vampire side. Even though I'm not a vampire fan either. I'd rather be side of a vampire than the side of a... yeah, so... Dancing Buccaneer, 1 mana 2/2. Additional cast, reveal a pirate or pay 2. So this is kind of like the reprinted card that was from Lorwyn Shadowmoor blocks. The Merfolk that does something similar, so they now do it with a pirate. So I'm assuming here soon they'll release one for vampires. Ravenous Chupacabra. We got a Chupacabra. They should, instead of Beast Horde, it should be called Chupacabra. It should be a creature type called Chupacabra. They're missing that. Beast Horde Chupacabra. I'd be okay with that. 4 mana 2/2, enters battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls. So it's just one of those type of enter the battlefield, destroy creature. But it's destroy target creature. It doesn't say non-black. So it's better than the Assassins and older, cards of this type. It's just a lot better. So 4 mana 2/2, you just destroy something. It's better than Skin Render, minus the power and toughness. It eliminates a creature instead of negatives. But, those -1 counters, are a little better at times too. But we got the Chupacabra. El Chupacabra. We're having fun with that. Kamuna's Waking. 4 mana, enchantment ascend. Beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. But if you have, if you have already ascended, you draw a card. So it works. It works, early game at times, and then late game it works for you more. I can easily see this being, one of those, family friendly decks or whatever they're called, where you just allow everyone to draw, and then when you get so many, only you're drawing, but you're still helping them out with other cards like Howling Mine, etc. So, Jade Light Ranger, 3-mana 2/1. Enters the battlefield, explores twice. That's nice. Put that card into your... So you reveal the top. If it's a land, put the card into your hand if it's a land. Otherwise, this gets bigger. So at times, you'll get this to be a 4/3 for 3 mana. That's a nice merfolk. And here's another one. Gotta click on. Water Ambush. When it enters the battlefield, create 2/1/1 merfolk, and then you basically pay 4 to make a merfolk unblockable. I prefer that. So it's an okay, it's commander worthy for sure. Seafloor Oracle, 4-mana 2/3, enters the battle, or whenever a merfolk you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Wow, merfolk, I will say, merfolk, especially for commander, merfolks are loving these cards. Merfolk players love these cards. Don't get me wrong, if I was a merfolk player, I'd love them too. See, here's the other lord, the merfolk Mythbinder. 2-mana 2/2, other merfolk. I hope they, make these type of uncommon lords for other tribes. I feel like that is where we need some support. Like, I'd like to see a zombie tribe leader that costs 2 mana. If it's uncommon, it's like this, 2-mana 2/2, others, get +1/+1. Other zombies, or you could either do it with skeletons, rats. You can support lower used tribes with this. Here's one. A 2-mana 2/2 Lagoif. Yeah, Lord. Lagoif Lord. That'd be kind of cool to see as a Lagoif strategy. Not like super amazing, but at least having at least 30 to 40 Lagoifs added into the game, and then call that good. Have a couple of lords, couple of support, stuff like that. Time Stream Navigator, Human Pirate Wizard, 1/1. Ascend, put a Time Stream Navigator on the bottom of its owner's library. Take an extra turn after this one. Yeah, you can only do this when you have ascended, so that's one of those take an extra turn cards. They're trying to make it hard so you don't have to do it all the time, or so you don't do it all the time. Going back. Here we go. Now I gotta go to the next one. Unfortunately, can't read these other languages, or I would have already read them to you. 2-mana 3/3. Doesn't untap during an untap step. Whenever you gain life, untap this card. So, I don't know if this would work in Modern per se, but if you throw this in Soul Sisters, at least it allows you to keep on tapping with a 2-mana 3/3. It'd be nice if it was a 2-mana 4/4, then it'd be more worthwhile. Or a 2-mana 3/4, but for the most part, it's okay. If you can't get the cat that gains +1/+1 counters, which those are still easy to get, I don't know, the cats are way better. It's a 2-drop. Paladin of Atonement, 2-mana 1/1. At the beginning of each upkeep, if you lost life last turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this. If this dies, you gain life equal to its toughness. So that's always nice. So if you find a way of pumping this knight, yeah, it helps. I like that they are doing a lot of knights added into the game. So we might see some more. We'll definitely see more knight decks. At least knight commander decks would love that because you get some more knights. Shrine Altseer. It's a 5-mana 3/4. Source will deal damage to another dinosaur you control. Prevent all but one of it. So this is a way to help enable. What's it called? Raid, or it's not raid. But whenever you have a dinosaur be dealt damage, it does an ability like draw a card, gain life, draw, that kind of stuff. Pump a creature. That's the way to shut that down. Or, I mean, you know, increase those. Plus, this is also a card that shuts down cards like Anger of Gods, Blasphemous Act, anything that does like tons of damage. Turns your bolt into a 1 mana, 1 damage spell. Only targeting creatures though. You just got shut down. And then the last card, we got to go into it. Come on, go to the right one. Okay. Path of Discovery. When a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it explores. So it's it's okay for commander. For a commander deck, that's nice, especially early game. You're trying to get the lands. And if you don't, at least the creature that you put in play gets a little bigger. It still works with +1/+1 counter strategies, so we'll definitely see that come around. So, but that is January 2nd. I'm going to refresh, see if anything else popped up. Make sure we have... Looks like that is... Oh, no, we got one more. Bishop's Binding. Or Bishop of Binding. 4 mana, 1/1. Enters the battlefield. Exile target creature an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Whenever it attacks, target vampire gets +X/+X. Where X is the power of the exiled card. So that's nice. It gives reason to exile something. But the downside is so easily killable. Now if it was a 0/4 defender, I think that would have been better. Because then you don't have to worry about, you know, being killed. Or, you know, something of that nature. But it's still a really good card. Commander worthy only. So, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the spoilers of today. What's your favorite one of today? I have to admit, the Dead Man's Chest, I think, is probably the best out of all of them. Unless you're a merfolk lover, then all the merfolk are probably ones you like. So, yeah. Enjoy those, the merfolk people. Alright, thanks for watching. I do appreciate all you guys watching, and you have a wonderful day.